welcome to Blockbuster Wives, where your two favorite 90s babies talk about movies from the era of a certain blue and yellow video rental store. I'm your host with the most late fees, Shea Baby.
And this is Stacy, not always kind, but I always rewind. And you're listening to
Blockbuster Wives.
Welcome back. We're still in back to school month.
We sure are. We're on our third.
This is
Wow.
numero 3.
I'm losing track of time.
Are your pencils sharpened, everyone?
Are your erasers erasing, or are they those ones that split through your paper?
And
The fruit-shaped ones?
Have you given up plannering? Because I have.
I sure have. Although I found a planner that I bought early this year and haven't filled it out at all yet, and I'm going to start.
There's still time.
Hey, you could start anew at any time. That's my advice to everybody involved.
Oh, that's such a good point. Listeners, did you notice something different about our theme song?
Something beautiful, innovative,
Sensual,
healing,
inspirational.
gorgina.
Because I sure did.
As did I. We were so lucky to be blessed, B-L-E-S-T, with a cover of our theme song.
Like, it feels really nice. As you all know, Shay's brother Grady originally wrote the theme music.
Mm-hmm.
Shay and I recorded our song.
Yep.
But now the wonderful, the talented Cody motherfucking Cook has created a cover.
Cody motherfucking Cook. You guys, he is an old dear friend. I've known him as long as I've known Stacy.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky enough, he was my first boyfriend and we're just like homies. He's just the coolest, but he makes amazing music. Obviously, you guys heard. So he's in a band called Dr. Smoke. He plays drums for them. Please look them up. They are so funny and so talented and so cool. And then Cody also writes really silly, really cool songs. Think like Weird Al Yankovic style, and Jack Black had like a baby. You can look up the Cook Collection on Spotify. That's COOKE collection, and your minds will be blown.
Yes, Cody's going to be a big presence on this podcast today because not only did he do a cover of our theme song, he is also providing the trivia questions for School of Rock.
Yeah, he has his fingers in all the pies involving School of Rock. He is just as obsessed as we are. Maybe a little bit more.
I'm going to start calling him Mr. Rock.
Mr. Rock.
Because he loves this movie. He loves rocking. He's in a rock band.
Yeah, he kind of is the Jack Black of our generation.
Of the Midwest.
Someone has to say it.
Absolutely.
Someone had to say it. Like, Cody, we love you. Thank you so much for contributing so much beauty and wonder to our lovely podcast. And you're definitely a part of our podcast fam.
Yeah, and if you're out there and you're thinking, hey, I can rock, I want to make a theme song cover, do it. We would love to hear your covers.
Yeah, even if you've never done shit in your life musically and you're just like, this kind of sparks an interest of mine, please do it. Like, we
Truly.
would die.
Even if it's just a voice memo on your phone.
Straight
with,
up.
like, you tapping some shit for percuss. We want to hear it.
Yeah, the struggle studio. We've all been there.
Shay and I know it well.
We really, really do.
We're in it as we speak.
Sheds and backyards. We've
Hot
been
ass
there.
sheds on top of pool tables.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, whatevs.
Straight up, yeah. So if you guys have any interest whatsoever, it sparks a little something in your heart, just go for it. Send it to us. You can always email us at blockbusterwives@gmail.com.
Yeah, again, we would love to hear it, so do it.
Speaking of Cody, he is one of the people who helped us along our Shrek Fest journey.
Yes,
so
we have a huge announcement.
Yeah, we do have a huge announcement. Stacy, you do the honors.
Shay and I are going to Shrek Fest.
We are going to Shrek Fest.
It's official. We got our plane tickets. Thanks to all of y'all donating. Thank you so much. We are beyond excited.
Yeah, we're so fucking excited. We are so stoked. It is something so nice to look forward to within the next couple weeks. It's in weeks from now.
It's very soon, y'all.
We have some surprises coming your way, but one of them is costumes that just came in the mail.
Yes, we're so excited.
We're not going to tell you what they are. It's something a little unexpected.
Yeah.
But gorgy nonetheless.
You may not see it coming.
But it might be a little sticky.
That's sticky icky. All right, I do want to shout out our most recent donors. Thank you, Lauren, Chantal, Nick, Cody, and Jocelyn. Thank y'all
Thank
so
y'all
much.
so
You're
much. You're the
amazing.
shit. We appreciate you. And it's literally only solely because of you that we can even go, you know, and show our faces at this prestigious event.
And get our Shrek on hardcore.
It'll be hella Shreksy.
We'll get Shreked.
I don't know. I feel like we've gotten Shrek. Now we're gonna it'll be the next level of Shrek.
That's true. Shreked squared.
Shrek squared. That's gonna be our next podcast. But anyway, yeah, we're so excited. Thank you again so much. It's only because of you.
Yeah, I can't wait to make some of that sweet, sweet video content.
Oh yeah, you guys you have no idea what's coming. You have no idea.
We are still $70 away from our goal. If you are so inclined to keep donating, that would be great because that will help us get a sweet man on the street mic. Because we don't want to bring our nice recording mics and have some crazy Shrek fan like smash it to bits on the ground.
We love our fellow Shrekophiles, but we don't trust that they won't get overexcited and do some fuck shit. So we definitely need to kick it old school, get one of those
sturdy
man on the street mics.
Exactly, that we can snatch away easily.
Yes, like handheld, baby. So yeah, we're only $70 away. If you can't donate or you don't have the means or you've already donated, we love you. Thank you. No problem. But feel free to share.
Mm-hmm. Hit up your rich uncle.
Yeah, hit up your rich uncle. Hit up your sugar daddy. Give him my number.
Yummy.
Did you say yummy?
Yes.
Sugar. Yeah.
Tasty.
But yeah, definitely share. Keep sharing. Keep donating. And we're almost at our goal, which is fucking incredible. And we couldn't do it without you. That's all we want to say. We love you.
Mm-hmm. Did we have anything else on our agenda?
Nope. I just wrote costume smiley face. And after that, we are good to go.
Wow. So are we going to get started?
I think we're just going to hop onto it, baby.
God, with School of Rock.
With the School of Rock. Yeah.
Do you want to do some corporate bullshit?
I would love to. Okay. So School of Rock. It was released on October 3rd, 2003. It is 109 minutes. So it's over the quote-unquote perfect time, but because of the musical numbers and things, I feel like it's a perfect amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
The budget was $35 million, and they grossed $131.3 million.
Holy cow.
Yep. And their weekend gross, they were number one their first weekend, and they made 20 mil in their first fucking weekend.
So we were 12 years old, which, wow, what an age for this movie to come out for.
Mm-hmm.
Post 9/11.
Post 9/11.
Half of a Shrek budget.
For some reason in my mind, I love that we have that.
I always have to orient those two things.
We have to
in my mind.
9/11
post 9/11
and Shrek.
And how many Shrek budgets are we talking?
They go hand in hand. Honestly, it's how our minds operate.
Where was Shrek at 9/11?
Where was he?
No. I'm just kidding.
Like, have you ever seen them in the same room? No. Probably in his swamp,
Shrek
avoiding everyone. But what was I just gonna say? I just got so sidetracked.
No, I brought up a wild accusation. Unfounded.
Dun, dun, dun.
Slanderous.
Have you ever seen them in the same room? Exactly. I don't even know. I genuinely don't even know what I was gonna say.
Osama bin Shrek. I can't. I must be stopped. Okay, please.
And then we're going to his festival? What does that make us? What does that make us?
We're there to blow it wide open. This is a sting operation.
And we're involved. Yeah. We're heavily romantically and sexually involved with Shrek, obviously. So we're culprits too.
Personal level.
It's our fault. It was directed by Richard Linklater, who was the director of Slacker, Dazed and Confused, and Boyhood. It was a Paramount Picture movie, and they got a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nice.
In fact, Roger Ebert, who's your man's, said, and I quote, "Proves you can make a family film that's active and well acted and smart and perceptive and funny and that rocks."
Oh my God. Couldn't agree more. How many stars did he give this bad boy?
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm stupid.
Well, I'm going to look it up real quick just because I'm so curious because I love that he gave Shrek 4 stars. So I trust him forever.
And I also have a little theory. I think he likes quote unquote kids movies. Like he loves family movies because everything else, like the other movies that he's rated that we've done have all been more like adult films and he has given them really low ratings.
So he gave it 3.5 stars, which is the same as Fever Pitch.
Fever Pitch, yeah.
But higher than Matilda.
Yeah, what did he give Matilda?
I think Matilda only gave 3, maybe 2.5.
Wild.
I know.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know about that. But regardless, he gave this a 3.5, which is cool. If I had to compare School of Rock and Shrek, I love School of Rock a little bit more, so I'd probably give School of Rock 4 stars if I were him. But
I won't tell anyone at Shrek Fest.
for me, 17.
Dang.
School of Rock is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, and this is our first Jack Black movie.
Oh, yeah.
Is this where you, like, fell in love with him forever?
Actually, I would say, I'm trying to think of where Shallow Hal falls in the mix. I can't remember what year that came out.
Ooh, I think Shallow Hal was earlier.
Yeah, let me look that up, because I think that was my first dip into...
Because maybe I'm making this up, but I thought that it was a big deal that Jack Black was doing, like, a pure family comedy, because before then he was always in, like, more raunchy, like, adult films.
You're right. Yeah, so Shallow Hal actually came out 2001. I just looked it up. So 2 years before this movie. And that's where I first fell in love with him. I was like, who the fuck is this? Wow. And, you know, I was still not remorseful. I was still grieving over my loss of Chris Farley. So I had a big hole to fill, you feel me? And
right.
So
what are you insinuating?
You know. I think I'm making it very clear.
I first fell in love with him with Saving Silverman, which also came out in 2001.
Yeah, I saw that later. And actually, I'm pretty sure... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I think the director, or the person who wrote it, Mike White, wrote that. I'm not sure about that, but he did write Orange County.
Oh, okay.
Which is another one that Jack Black is in.
Isn't Mike White... Isn't he, Idiocracy? Oh, that's Mike Judge. Just kidding.
Yeah, I don't think they're the same. But he does play Ned Schneebly in the movie.
Oh, that's him. Oh, my God.
And they wrote it specifically for Jack Black, which I think makes total sense.
Oh, yeah. It's like, it feels like you're just watching Jack Black. Like, it doesn't feel like you're watching a character.
It's definitely his favorite of his movies. He said, like, if he just did School of Rock, he would feel fulfilled and would never need to do another movie again.
Oh, my gosh. It's such a perfect movie.
It is perfect.
I was thinking about it, like he has a character arc. The individual students have character arcs. The principal has a character arc. Like, there's so much growth happening throughout this movie, but it's like so subtle, and it's not overplayed. And it's not like like anytime
like
something
super
fucking
dramatic.
happens, exactly.
Yeah.
Like whacking you over the head with it. It
Absolutely.
just all flows smooth as butter, baby.
And it's very like, I love his character because he's just fully accepting. He's fully fucking like, of course, Fancy Pants. Like, Fancy Pants is like, can I be the band stylist instead? And he's like, of course you can. Like, he just goes with the flow, rolls
Yeah, a
with the
lesser
punches.
movie would have made hella jokes about, like, the gay kid in class and been super stupid about it. Not this film.
Or, like, Tamika's character. We're just, like, jumping right in. And we could just go back. We could go back and do a little...
Should we do one little summary before we go any further?
Sure. Do you want me to do it or do you want to do it?
I feel like you should do it because this is your prized possession.
True. So Dewey Finn, played by Jack Black, is fired from his band called No Vacancy. And he decides to pose as his best friend, Ned Schneebly, to become a substitute teacher to make rent money. Because he's, like, trying really hard to just make his rent. Which, also, side note, like, hey, yeah, we're all there, baby. We're all literally there. So when he's pretending to be Ned Schneebly and he's a substitute teacher for this class, not a good substitute teacher whatsoever at the beginning, he realizes their musical talent, and so he forms a band of 4th graders in order to win Battle of the Bands to make money so that he can make his rent. And that's the whole movie.
Yes, and it evolves beautifully.
It really, really does. But what I was going to say about the Tamika character, there's a character who is a bigger, she's a chubby girl, you know, and she's an amazing singer. And when they're about to try out for Battle of the Bands, she, like, pulls Dewey over, Jack Black, and she's like, okay, I have a problem. I have a problem over here. And he's like, what's going on? And she's like, they're going to make fun of me. And he's like, why? And she's like, because I'm fat. And he's like, and he gives her like this full speech. He doesn't deny. First of all, I love that he doesn't deny that she's fat.
Right, and he's not like just like, you're not fat, you're beautiful. Like, those things are opposite, which I fucking hate when people do that.
Yep.
It's like, excuse me?
1000%. Yeah, like, he's like, no, like, have you ever heard of Aretha Franklin? She can fucking wail, and everyone thinks she's sexy because she's cool, and she, like, gets up and she, like, owns herself. And then she's like, well, what about you? Like, why don't you try to lose weight? And he's just like, because I like to eat. Is that such a crime? And I'm like, dude, fucking, as a fat woman myself, who's always been fat my whole life, like that, let me tell you, life changing.
No, I forgot the line where he goes, you know who else has a bit of a weight problem? And she goes, who? And he goes, me.
But
it's so cute.
I know, he's the fucking best. And he also said that him talking about his weight in the movie is probably his favorite scene of all time that he's ever made.
Yeah, which I think honest, it ages so well, because again, it didn't fall into the trap that some people think is like the right quote unquote way to address things like that, by being like, no, you're not, or you're beautiful anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't fall into
all the
those
lines
bad
I've heard
tropes.
my entire life.
You know, and it's like, and he's just like, hey, yeah, own it. You're sexy. You're cool. Let's do this.
Yeah. He's like, look at me. I'm sexy and chubby, man. Like, he just like, he's like, yeah, you can be both and they're not mutually exclusive, bruh. And it's like, it's just very cool. And even watching it as a 31-year-old, the first time I watched it was in theaters when I was 12 with my dad. So from 12 years old until, you know, almost 32 years old. So the last literal 20 years, it has rung true. And, you know, I think that helped me be super confident.
Yes, I'm very grateful that we all got to see that message at such a tender age.
Yeah.
And again, like you were saying, the acceptance of like the queer kid in the class without being like, let's make fun of him, or like forcing him into costumes. Like, he wanted to do costumes, and Jack Black was like, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Like, let's fucking, of course you can, you know? And like never questioned it for a split second, and just is very encouraging and also like honest, and also like just wants to, you know, rear the kids in what they want to fucking do and build them up. And that's like what any teacher should do. And that's what's so funny is like at the beginning, he's like, he seems like a horrible teacher, quote unquote, because he's a literal not teacher. He's like hungover and just like, do whatever the fuck you want. But then like as time goes on, you realize like, no, this is what he's meant to fucking do. He's like the best teacher ever.
I do love that line when he's like, guess what? We're going to recess because I'm hungover. Who knows what that is? And then Freddie,
that mean you're drunk?
Which R.I.P. Freddie, we'll have to talk about that. Yep. But he goes, that means you're an alcoholic. And Jack Black is like,
but I love that he said, dude, you got a disease. Yes! I'm like, dude.
That's like, this movie is so forward thinking, because Freddie's not wrong.
No, he's not.
Him coming to work hungover is not a great sign.
No, and the fact that he knew it's a disease and not just like some moral issue. Man. Fucking amazing.
But the reason I say R.I.P., let's get back to that, is tragically, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Year? Okay, yeah, the guy who played Freddie passed away.
Yeah, his name's Kevin Alexander Clark.
In a car crash, I think, right?
He was actually riding his bike in Chicago. That's where he lived. And apparently this is like a really hardcore street, so you have to be really careful. It was super early in the morning. I think he got hit by a big vehicle, and he ended up dying like immediately. Oh god. So really, really sad.
Jack Black posted a nice memoriam and like had pictures of him even more recently, like, so you could tell that he's kept in touch with all these kids.
Yeah. Well, I know that they did like a 10-year reunion, and I'm pretty sure, well, the 20.
Oh my gosh, it'd be this year.
Yeah, I just
in
realized
October.
Yeah, or it'll be.
Stay tuned.
Will it be next year? It'll be next October. Will be the 20 year, because it's 2003.
Oh,
but still,
next year. Whew.
We have a year to prepare, you guys. Yes. It'll be all right.
Get ready.
But yeah, so he does keep in contact with all of them, and clearly, like, he made a really big impact on them, and same with him. And I know, like, between takes, they were all talking about, like, oh, Jack, like, always plays games with us, and he doesn't make us feel like we're, like, below him. And, like, of course not, because he's an angel, and I'm in love with him. But anyway, I just, so cool. It's just so fucking awesome.
And you have a signed something from Jack Black, right?
I sure do. And it's, again, because of Cody. Shout out to you, Cody. He sent me a link and was like, dude, Jack Black is signing pictures of himself. If you donate to this, like, cause, he's signing he's like autographing pictures of himself jumping into a pool. And I was like, no fucking way. And I posted about it on my Instagram, no big deal. And then my best friend Jordan got it for me for Christmas during the pandemic.
So nice. And can I just say, Jack Black's pandemic videos were so amazing.
Oh.
If you haven't seen them, please check them out. They're like all him doing stupid shit in his backyard, mostly shirtless.
Hell yeah.
And then like editing them himself. And they're just all so incredible.
Fuck. Yeah, no, he's genuinely an angel. And I feel like there's a lot of celebrities I would be scared to meet in real life because I would be afraid, you know, the whole saying of like, don't meet your heroes. Blah, blah, blah. I genuinely feel meeting him would be an enriching experience, and like he would actually live up to who I believe he is in my head.
I think so too, which is a lot of pressure on him.
It's a lot of pressure. Not so that I would want him to be like,
you're allowed to have bad days too.
Yeah, Jack,
you're wonderful.
And if you have a bad day and I meet you on that day, that's okay. Because at least I was in your presence.
We love you anyways.
We love you anyways. Can you imagine people like feeling that way about you?
Yeah, it'd be weird.
Like being in love with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like being like, I would marry him right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. But he shouldn't be so awesome.
Yeah, it's not his fault that he's sexy and chubby, man.
He's so amazing.
Oh, and I didn't notate this either, that he got nominated for Best Actor that year.
Oh, really?
But he lost to Bill Murray in Lost in Translation.
Oh, I feel like they should have genre-specific awards because it's like how apples and oranges, you know?
I agree.
And I feel like the dramatic people always went out, which I get. It's more of like an emotional punch or whatever, but
also I feel like School of Rock is just he covered all bases in all genres, because it was like dramatic, but it was really funny, and it was also musical, and it was also, you know, like a family film. So I feel like he should have won, but that's just me.
I agree.
But he did win an MTV Movie Award for Best Comedic Performance. I was like, what does that say?
I feel like our movies, the MTV Music Awards or Movie Awards, always come through.
Oh yeah, I'm like, oh, he didn't win fucking Best Actor at the goddamn whatevers, but yeah, it's usually the MTV Movie Awards. So shout out to you, MTV Movie Awards, which is hilarious because in the movie he's like, rock and roll got ruined by a little thing called MTV, and then he wins a fucking award from MTV. It's hilarious.
Irony.
I love it, baby.
There's a lot of lines that Shea and I regularly quote from this movie.
Mm-hmm.
About the man, fancy pants. Is that me?
Oh, that's me. My bad.
How dare you?
I thought it was silent.
I quit.
No, I'm just kidding. How dare you?
Why did Brent text me? Hold on. But I also love the fancy pants line where he's like, "You're tacky and I hate you."
He's like, "You see me after class."
You have fat loose and have body odor. It's like, and he just pauses and then moves on.
He's just like looking confused. He's like, anyways. I know. I there's so many lines in the movie that are so fucking funny. The soundtrack, absolutely unreal. Mm-hmm. There's also a fun story attached to the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin that they were able to use in the movie. And I think it was Linklater, if I'm not mistaken, that had tried to use the Immigrant Song in another movie that I think it was in Dazed and Confused. And Led Zeppelin was like, nah. Wow. They said no. So they're like, we need it in this song. I don't know what his like relation to the Immigrant Song is, but it's a banger. Mm-hmm. So at the very end of the movie, when, you know, they're performing and like there's that huge fucking audience, Jack Black recorded himself like in front of the whole audience, and they all were like saying like, please Led Zeppelin, something like summon and give us the power with your rock, and they like sent it over and asked for permission, and they said yes. It's
like leverage the children and Jack Black, because I mean Jack Black is a fire musician, y'all. If you don't know about Tenacious D, fucking run, do not walk. Yeah, beyond run. Like, take a fucking helicopter, because holy shit. Tenacious D, they're a silly band, but they also literally rock. Like, they're fucking so rock stars. I want to see them live so bad someday. Mm-hmm. Just the sheer power. And Jack Black's voice is amazing. What's the movie that he sings? Let's get it on. High Fidelity. Yeah, and he fucking kills it. He fucking
kills it. He's an amazing singer. Like, he genuinely, similarly to Adam Sandler. Oh, Sandler? What?
Sandler.
Yeah. Similarly to Adam Sandler, they're both like actual amazing singers and musicians, and no one really recognizes it.
Which, by the way, we go into Sandler trivia next week. Did you see what I sent you?
Yes. Oh, yes. We're fucking doing that. We'll kill that.
Oh, yeah. We'll report back on our results.
Yeah. Go into Adam Sandler trivia.
We're going to destroy.
Sorry, everybody.
And that's at our friend's bar, North 5 Brewing. Shout out to the Tofty Bros.
Oh, yeah, shout out to the Tofty Bros. We're about to go up in there, baby. But yeah, I would love to sing with Jack Black someday. Like, be in a band with him.
God.
I'm manifesting that so hard. Mm-hmm. I wonder what he'd think of me.
He would love you.
Thank you for saying that.
Of course he would. What is this, a joke?
I was talking with someone recently. He's a new friend, and he was like, okay, I think this might be our first fight. I'm not a huge Jack Black fan. And I was like, excuse me? He said that Jack Black is like too much for him.
I also have friends who are like, he's too much. And I'm like, then how am I not too much for you?
I swear to God, that's what I said.
I'm a lot.
That is exactly what I said. Okay, I hate to like personalize, like make this about myself, but like, how can you think I'm funny and like want to be around me and talk to me if you think he's too much? Because like when I'm in the right mood, I'm like that.
Silly Pants USA.
Oh, silly pants. I'm the captain. I am the fucking, like you and I both. We're very silly. Like that's our comedy. So when people are like, he's too much, I'm like, I get it, but at the same time.
It's like in that Shaq meme, and I took that personally.
Yeah, no, and I genuinely, I did take it personally, low-key. I'm also a Cancer. That's part of it. But I was like, I don't know how you can not be annoyed by me, but I don't know. It's, I just love him. He's just the fucking coolest, and
he's the GOAT.
Let's get married. I know you're married and have a family, but that means nothing.
Monogamy is for losers.
Monogamy is for losers. I like it. Anyway, so yeah. Also, No Vacancy was actually, like, they can wail.
Oh, yeah, and you know Spider from No Vacancy, the guy that replaces Jack Black?
Yeah.
With, like, the little half shirt?
Yeah.
Two things. First, I was dying when people were comparing him to Julia Fox. They're like, Julia Fox would be dressing like Spider from School of Rock.
Oh, I've never heard that, and I'm fucking obsessed.
That's so funny.
Oh my God, that is fucking amazing.
Two, which might be even better / weirder / worse in some ways. He is now like a conservative politician.
I've heard about this.
What the fuck?
How can you fucking go from School of Rock being Spider to being a conservative politician?
I think those washboard abs. Get out of here.
Yeah, like how I don't understand. I really, really don't at all. Joan Cusack as well in the movie, super fi.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she and Jack Black were actually supposed to have a makeout scene.
Really?
In the movie, in the car when like she's dropping him or he's dropping her off.
Yeah, there's certainly some sparks flying.
But I'm glad that they didn't because I feel
she's a
like
professional.
She is a professional, and you know, so is he in a certain way. And I feel like it would have just lingered throughout the rest of the movie. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that they didn't.
They didn't force a love story. And I respect when movies do that because there are some people who think that every story has to have a love story in it. No, it's not.
And a lot of it, like, I like the fact that they were friends. Like, it made me feel comforted that there was no pressure to, like, fuck in the back of his fucking van.
Right. And she needs a friend.
Yeah. Like, she was straight up like, no one's asked me to hang out in 6 years that I've been here.
He goes, maybe some people are a little intimidated by you. She's like, what?
She's like, really?
So, yeah, she fucking kills it as the principal.
Oh, yeah.
She's perfect. Like, you can tell, like, she doesn't want to be doing what she's doing, but she feels like she has no choice. And she has under all this pressure, like she talks about, from the parents and the kids. And
especially it being a prep school, and it's in an elementary school. So, you know, like, if parents are putting their kids in prep school and elementary fucking school, they're intense AF. Mm-hmm. Like, the richest, bougiest, yuppiest peeps in the whole town.
Exactly. And then they meet Jack Black, who's, like, in this shitty van and, like, sleeps in a living room. Which, can I just say, I was like, Ned Schneebly, you're charging Jack Black rent to, like, sleep on a couch cushion in, like, your foyer?
Oh, fucked.
There's no door?
No.
There's no storage? I was like, I hope that rent is, like, $100.
Literally.
Like, Jesus.
He's like, you owe me $2,200. I'm like, for what, bro?
I know, for crashing on your floor?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. It doesn't even have a bed. Has a corner of a fucking, not even a room. Like you said, no doors, nothing. I'm like, okay, well.
I was like, listen, Ned, you seem a little exploitative. You're the man.
Yeah.
And Jack Black doesn't even realize it.
It's because he stepped away from rock and roll.
And
then what's her name? Patty DeMarco, a.k.a. Sarah Silverman.
Silverman.
Who's, by the way, so hot and so cool.
She's a baddie.
She is such a baddie. I would absolutely
say it.
like trying to figure
it's
out.
literally like trying to find a way to say what I'm feeling without being disrespectful.
I would.
Damn, she's a sexy bitch.
She's a sexy bitch. Without being disrespectful. I just stared into space for like it felt like 1,000 years.
Trying to find the right words.
I think she's beautiful. And I would wine and dine, baby. That's all I have to say. I don't know if she's queer, but she's just a cool person. Her episode of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, it's probably my favorite episode of all the episodes.
Nice.
If you guys don't know what that show is, it's hosted by Jerry Seinfeld, which is like, meh. But like his guests on there and their conversations, fucking amazing. Love it. Anyways.
Where were we? Sorry. Oh, just that he shouldn't have to pay that kind of rent.
No.
And Ned and his lady love are being kind of bitchy about it.
I do love the moment where she like walks away and then Dewey's just like, dude, come on, just break up with her. And then he's like, she's gonna break up with me, she's fed up. And he's like, really? That would be fucking awesome, you know? And I'm like, I have hella felt that way before about people. It's hilarious.
Like, what are the odds that I'm gonna get another girlfriend?
I know. I was like, true fucking nerd. Be a fucking rock star. Be a soul sucking, blood sucking incubus from maggot.
I'm not a satanic sex god anymore, Dewey. Those days are behind me.
I'm like, you sounds like when he says it in his little voice, he sounds terrifying.
Yeah, with those clear ass eyelashes.
He does have really clear eyelashes. He's a little blonde gingy.
Like a little albino.
I love it. But yeah, no, I really connect to Dewey's character. All he wants to do is rock, and he wants to serve society by rocking. Yeah. And I have literally said that line to my mom before. So.
I serve society by rocking. And that gets to me to like this lesson. It shows you, again, not to be about capitalism. But Always. It's like the market didn't value Dewey's rocking service.
Exactly.
And so he was quote unquote a loser because he like wasn't getting paid well for being a fucking great rock star. And It's like, yeah, Ned had to quit because the market didn't reward him, but now he's not doing what he loves. And to me, it just demonstrates how sometimes doing what you love doesn't make money. And that's okay, but then again, it's not okay, because if you want to do that all the time, then you'll be poor. And it just kind of sucks that we have to weld our livelihoods with our passions sometimes.
Yeah, which, you know, kind of like sucks the soul out of why you loved it in the first place. And I feel like I relate to that a lot because I don't dream of like any certain type of labor, and I respect people that do, that like have a hot, fiery passion for what like job they want to have. I've just never been that guy. I've tried to like force myself to be that guy, and it's never worked. And I'm at a point in my life where I'm just like, listen, I have a job to like pay the bills, but otherwise I'm also just using it to fund all the shit that I like genuinely want to do. And yeah,
but I think some people have this myth, and I think it's a myth, that like, oh, but if you really love something, you would get money from it. And it's like, why do you think that?
Exactly.
That is not how capitalism works.
Exactly.
It rewards certain things. And those things have nothing to do with what you like doing.
Totally.
It's almost like a magical religious belief of like the capitalism gods will like smile upon me if I pursue money in my and it's like, no.
Totally.
You could really love something that's not going to make you jack shit.
1,000.
But it's not like, oh, if you love it enough, you'll somehow become rich off of it. No, you won't. Those things are not necessarily related.
And it's also like, why is that the highest reward?
Exactly.
Why is that the highest reward? Money shouldn't be the highest reward. Like, I understand we need it for survival, I guess, whatever the fuck. But why does money and capitalizing and becoming rich, that's the only means of success? Like, that's ridiculous. That's not the way it should go.
But I do think it's just a lie people tell themselves so that they can be like, everything's fine, everything works out, and everything just is rewarded, and we're all doing great. And it's like, and not happening, babes.
Shed from their fucking eyes.
You're living in fantasy land.
Totally. But yet, what's ironic is they think we're living in Fantasyland, which is the most hilarious part of it. But anyway, so I'm going to serve society by rocking and work little jobs here and there and keep my soul. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Like even Dewey at the end of the movie, he's doing after school programs for them. He's not making a ton of money off of that. I guarantee you. And he might have to have some other job to keep things afloat.
He probably does. Okay. Hopefully he's a fucking sugar baby to Joan Cusack.
Yes.
Whilst, you know what I mean? I feel like I could see that. That'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah, she needs him to loosen her up.
She does in many ways. More ways than one.
On the same wavelength.
But you know, there's a School of Rock here in Vegas.
I do know that. So is that like a partnership with the movie at all? Or is it just like...
I don't
totally
think
unrelated.
So I don't know, but I have friends who are teachers at it.
Oh, how cool!
Which is so cool. I know like 2 singers, and then my friend, a bass player, Nick. He was. I don't know if he's doing that anymore. But yeah, I know people that like literally serve society by rocking.
Hell yeah!
It's so cool to see people give back like that. Fucking awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah. More kids should know the power of like creating
and sticking to the man neosis.
It's a rare blood disease. LOL. Oh, I love that scene too because Freddie just like laying in the street.
Yeah, it's like just done. Oh no. I just
oh no. Ah! Freddie, not Kevin Alexander. All right. Anyways, that's sad.
Foreboding.
That's sad. I didn't think about that.
It's like how I may have already talked about this on the podcast because I talk about it a lot because it's one of my like favorite weird quirks of the universe.
Tell us.
But in the live action Super Mario Brothers movie, which is truly one of the most heinous movies to ever hit any screen in the world. It is so bad. Please watch it. I believe it's still free on YouTube. But at the end, the like evil guy is like wreaking havoc. And it cuts to the 2 towers and they fully explode. And this was like in 1996 or something.
No fucking way.
So in later versions, they've cut that scene. But they fucking blew up the 2 towers.
That's wild.
In a children's movie.
You know, the only time I ever watched that movie was the time that we went to the quote unquote cereal bar. In Utah. Okay, so I don't know if it still exists. It fucking should. But if you guys live in the Salt Lake area, go to Quarters. It's a bar that's downtown. And in the morning, Stacy and I went one time in the fall. And I guess to bring like more people in during the day, they had a literal like cereal bar. So you paid like just like one fee, right?
I think it was like $12 for an endless cereal or something.
Yeah, so they had like endless cereal juice, and they also had like a shit ton of arcade games, and they were playing like old school like 80s, 90s movies and TV shows. It was so lit.
It was amazing. We played Super Smash Brothers.
We played Mortal Kombat, like the original arcade. Oh, I love that fucking game so much.
And it was fun to be in a bar in the morning without drinking.
Dude, I'm not a drinker. I don't know if I've said this on the podcast or not. Like, I barely drink. I'm really sensitive to alcohol. So it was, like, a really cool environment to, like, be there. And it's, like, dark. And, like, people are there to, like, gather and hang out with your friends. But we were literally fucking eating cereal and drinking juice and watching cartoons and playing video games. It was, like, the coolest shit I've ever done.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. I wonder if they need to bring that back. I need to call them and make a meeting, you feel me? Business.
Yes,
it's all
I'd like
business.
to make a meeting, please.
See, that shows how unprofessional I am. I would like to make a meeting, per favore.
Maybe a business type meeting.
So yes, I'll make a meeting with them and we'll see what's up.
So do you have notes you want to go through? Because I do.
Oh please,
okay.
You go ahead. I didn't write full a commentary.
Okay, I've got some thoughts. So
yes,
in the beginning
please.
of the movie, some guys texting, "Let's go, this band sucks." No, they don't.
They don't.
They do not suck. He's wrong.
He's so wrong. No Vacancy is fucking lit. And also, how big is your fucking phone? That looked like a computer screen.
It was, because he's a loser. I strongly suspect Jack Black was singing the song at the beginning. What do you think? Like, it doesn't show him singing it, but I feel like he actually does sing all the parts.
I don't think so. I think this guy is actually a good singer because you hear him later on singing the when Dewey walks into the rehearsal space and he's like, I'm hungry in my G-O-U. He's actually singing that part, and he's pretty good. But Jack Black does sing on that song as well. Yeah, the higher octave, so good.
I think he's singing all the parts.
That'd be fucking
they just
sick.
Make it seem like other people are.
I would love if that were the case.
I just have spiders now. Conservative politician John
Gross.
Cusack is incredible.
Hot.
R.I.P. Freddie. Speaking truth about alcoholism.
Really sad.
Oh, when people talk shit about people in movies when they're around, it always makes me so sad.
Wait,
so when Jack Black was putting up the poster and he overhears the people being like, "That guy's a loser,"
I
was
know.
like, makes me so sad. They always
shit like that has happened to
me.
me before.
Oh, I hate it. I hate watching it. I'm always like, no.
It hurts. It hurts. And that poster is sick.
It is really cool.
We should put up posters of us, like of Blockbuster Wives, at Shrek Fest.
Good idea.
Let's actually do that.
Yeah. Good idea. I want to write that down. So
I'm going to write that down.
Okay. His man speech is so great about the man. Fucking incredible. About Shamu.
Shamu.
The man.
Shamu.
Chlorine tank.
Hell yeah.
I feel that Jack Black genuinely believes in the coolness of others. Like, he's not just fucking saying it. He believes it with his heart.
That is such a good point. That is such a fucking good point. Because I was just talking about this, like, yesterday or the day before with someone that I was talking about us, and I was talking about you, me, Becca, and Jamie, and how, like, we all are actually, like, genuinely super supportive of other people, and we want other people to win hardcore. And I feel like not a lot of people are like that. Like, everyone just has, which I understand, there's a lot of, like, deep-rooted insecurities and blah, 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 blah. We don't have to get into that. But in general, I feel like a lot of people don't want to see other people win. And he is, like, the king of wanting to see other people win and believe in their coolness. And,
right.
Like, he's like, no, you need to understand that you're, like, the fucking coolest person ever. And he just wants everyone to win all the time.
So I think this goes back to the thing where once people acknowledge that people can be cool no matter what, it's like makes them feel like they wasted their time because they've been trying so hard to be cool by being disingenuous.
True.
That they're just like, no, you can't just be cool by being yourself, because then that means I should just be myself. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
Absolutely. And I feel like also people think there's only like 3 to 5 ways that you can be cool, and if you don't live up to those 3 to 5 ways, then you're not fucking cool, and there's no way to. And it's like, no, not everyone has to be like, no one has to like play fucking guitar or be like the most fashionable or get a lot of, you know, have sex with a lot of people. Like, you don't have to do all that to be fucking cool. You can be cool and literally be like a hermit, you know?
It reminds me of how Kurt Cobain started buying plaid gas station shirts to not be cool.
Yep.
And then guess what?
Yep.
That shit became cool as fuck.
He was very like anti being quote unquote cool, and then he became like
right?
the poster boy of cool, and he's like, fuck, you know?
You know, like, God damn it.
It's funny how that happened, but no, you're so right. That's exactly it.
Okay, so there's a scene where Zach is being lectured by his dad. And I was like, all right, he's got some good points, because he's like, no more rock music until you're done with your chores and after supper. And I was like, all right, valid. And then he's like, and no more rock music, period. Only play classical music. And I was like, you've gone too far.
Yeah. I'm like, what is Footloose? Fucking Footloose.
Get
the fuck out of here.
I have my Jack Black character is not a loser, just screwed by capitalism.
One foul. I relate hard to that.
Only Jack Black could make sneaking kids around in a van cool.
Okay, I was thinking that the whole time I was watching this thing, because I was like, this would seem so sus if it wasn't him.
Yes, that's what I was like, he's the only one that can pull this off.
Absolutely, because you know he just has a pure fucking heart, you know? So, yeah, I agree.
I love his body positivity combo. His plan for getting the principal to let him go take the kids on a field trip is fucking perfect.
Oh.
Like, he's so smart.
He is so
He
calculated.
listens.
Yep.
Files things away for later.
He's like,
She
Stevie Nicks.
likes Stevie Nicks. Say no more.
Like,
I love when she's at the bar. She's like, so there's no coffee of any kind. And they're just like, no. And
He's like, I'm quite sure.
I'm quite sure.
And then I love the well, just to go back, when he's like asking her to go to get coffee, quote unquote, how he says, he's like, oh, I really would. I'm like, oh, you are so hot, dude. Like and I feel like he's now getting like like people are finally realizing how hot he is. And I'm like, bitch, I've been here.
Yeah, Shay's been in this camp, okay?
I'm in.
Talk to her for tips, okay?
Yeah, talk to me for tips about finding hot people for the last 20 years and then get back to me. No, but yeah, he's so hot. It's unreal.
And in the coffee shop, I noticed a joke that I've never noticed before, which I don't know how.
What?
Where he goes, we're going to take the kids to see the classics. Mozart, Beethoven, Enya.
He's like, Enya, stuff like that. He's just like trailing off.
Like, yes! Orinoco Flow, baby!
Fuck yeah. Enya is a classic.
I fucking love Enya
D-gaff.
so much.
Okay, so is Enigma, Return to Innocence. Look up that song. Anytime I hear Enya, I think of that. It's like heavily related in my mind hole. Literally look it up. Enigma, Return to Innocence. It's like one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard in my life.
I love that. Okay.
Yep.
I absolutely love his summary to Ned when he gets busted, because Ned eventually figures out, like, wait a second, you've been impersonating me. And Jack Black gives this like crazy summary about like what's been happening with the kids, but it's like spot on.
Oh yeah, he says, what does he say? He's like, and then there's like this guy that's like, I'm not cool, but then he's like, and then the kids had a rare blood disease, and then the principal got drunk, and now we're playing Battle of the Bands. And I'm sure Ned was like, what the fuck are you fucking talking about?
And he loves his impression. He's like, I'm not cool.
I'm not cool. But then he's like, it really ages so well. Like, all the jokes are not inappropriate at all. They're beautiful.
Yeah, and it is sad when it all falls apart and shit hits the fan, but luckily they don't linger on that too much. Like, no. It's like 5 seconds of like, and then it's fine.
One of the coolest scenes I've ever seen is when like Freddie and Lawrence like come in his room and they're like, dude, fucking come on, blah, blah, blah. And then he looks out the window and he sees all the kids standing by the bus and they're all like, Mr. Schneebly, Mr. S, or whatever. And he's just like, dude, that is so punk rock. Because it fucking is. They're in their uniforms, looking badass as fuck.
Miranda Cosgrove, her first acting debut.
She
being
was
a kick-ass band manager.
Great in that fucking movie.
She is so good.
And she just seems like a little cutie pie, to be honest, except for that whole interview where she's like, I like cuss a little bit. And I'm like, dude, no. Have you seen that?
No. How old is she now?
She's like our age.
Yeah, you're right.
And she, like, recently, only a couple months ago, she's like, oh yeah, like I cuss a little bit. And they're like, what's your favorite Christian? She's like, probably fuck. And everyone's like laughing. She's like, hee. And I'm like, bruh.
You're 30 years old.
You're 30. Get it together.
Get over it, bitch.
Get over it, you fucking cunt. No, I'm just like, it made me angry. I don't know why. Shit like that just like drives me to another planet, and I don't know why. But anyway, no, she's so cute in that movie.
I love when she tries to sing and she's bad, and he just goes, that's okay.
He's just like, yeah, pretty good. Anyways. Memory alone in the moonlight. Yep. And she's actually a good singer.
Yes.
So she had to like train to not be good at that. Just saying.
And then at the end, he has the amazing post-credit scene while the credits are going and they're singing, and he's like pointing to the credits. He's like, look at that guy. I don't know who that is.
And it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. The solos. Yeah. And she's like, I could just go on. Beautiful.
It's a great fucking movie.
It's such a good fucking movie. It's unreal. Okay. I'm so glad we got a chance to watch it. But now I'm excited for trivia. I'm a little nervous.
I'm really excited for trivia. Cody says it's intermediate. And I'll be honest, Shea and I usually keep it on easy mode.
Yeah, we like to kick it easy.
Let me see if I can pull that for real quick.
Okay, if he has any questions about like the songs that are in the movie, I am really bad with like bands and like song names.
Okay, since somebody else wrote the questions, oh my god, he made it a slideshow.
No,
y'all,
he
this
didn't.
Is so cute.
Oh my god, I love him.
Okay, but since it's made by somebody else, Shea and I are both going to try to answer these questions. I say if we know it, we just shout it out.
Yeah, Stacy has it pulled up on her phone, so she's just, shouting it out loud.
We need to screenshot this to post. This is so cute.
Cody, you're the best. We fucking love you, dog.
Question 1. What does Dewey kick on his way out of the practice space after getting kicked out of his band at the beginning of the movie?
A cymbal.
Correct. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. Okay, question 2. What is the name of Dewey and Ned's old band that he claims they were cross-dressing, blood-sucking incubuses in?
Maggot Death.
Maggot Death. Yeah. Fun fact, the third guy is the director, Richard Linklater. You said that.
Right? Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, I didn't mention that, but that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, question 3. Which student does Mr. S take food from on his first day as a substitute teacher, and what kind of food is it?
I know it, but...
Okay, I don't remember.
It's okay. Do you want me to
Go
say
ahead.
it? Tamika, and it's a turkey sub, because that's her nickname.
Yeah, yes. Tamika, turkey sub. This is great. Okay, question 4. According to Mr. S, what did the man put Shamu in after kidnapping her? A chlorine tank!
Yeah.
Oh, God. Question 5. Who were the 3 artists Marta, Leonard, and Billy List when Mr. S asked them about their musical influences?
Liza Minnelli, Puff Daddy, and Christina Aguilera.
You nailed it.
Thank you.
it. I only remember Puff Daddy and Liza Minnelli, to be honest.
They're great.
Okay.
All 3 are fantastic. So,
Question 6. How does the keyboardist Lawrence tell off Mr. S when he wants the students to get angry at the man? We talked about this. You have fat loser and have body odor.
yep, fucking beautiful. I love it.
Question 7. Which student was lying in the street when feigning stickitomaniosis as a last resort to get into Battle of the Bands? We also talked about this one. Freddie. Oh, sad.
Sad fate. I didn't even think about that. That's sad.
It just clicked in my mind and I was like, oh no.
I know.
Okay, question 8. What is the initial reason Mr. S gives Principal Mullins as to why Miss Lemons heard music coming from his classroom? I guess maybe Miss Lemons is on crack.
Right, you guys?
Yes.
And she's like, really? What's that? And it's a guitar. And he's like, oh, right.
Might be on crack, rackets. And he has pictures for the answers.
Are you fucking kidding
Get
me?
out of
Cody.
town. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Question 9. Which student wears a top hat during the performance at Battle of the Bands?
Zack Attack.
Zack Attack with his guitar. Yep.
He's so talented, dude.
Really is. Okay, question 10. What guitar chord is Ned teaching the beginner students to play during the credit scene at the end of the movie?
Fuck.
I would say G.
I was thinking G,
Just
but
'cause
I
it's
think
such
I'm
a common
wrong.
chord, but I think that's just because that comes up a lot. It is the C chord. Bom, bom, bom.
Yeah, I would not know. That's the first one I got wrong. I feel like a failure.
Wow. Bonus question. 55's 45 more than what is the answer, Marta?
9. No, it's 8. No, it's 9. Yes, I was testing you. It's 9. And that's a magic number.
Yes, we nailed it.
Yes. I fucking love you.
Oh my gosh. So just one question wrong. Pretty good.
Dang. So we got a 9 out of 10?
Yeah.
And we got a bonus.
Yeah, so 10 out of 11? Wait. I think there was 9 questions in a bonus.
Okay.
No. Yes, 10 questions in a bonus. So yeah, we got 10 right.
Sweet. Cody, you went so above and beyond.
I can't believe you made this into a slideshow with pictures.
Wow. Okay. Well, we know what to do.
That's incredible.
Cody, thank you so much. Wow. Okay. And if anyone is ever interested in doing trivia for us for any movie that you think we might be reviewing, please hit us up. And we would absolutely say yes, like for sure.
Yeah, that's super fun. It's fun that we both get to play.
Yeah. I like that. And I liked intermediate. We did pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Only one wrong.
Yeah, I think we did all right for 2 easy goers. We like to keep her easy.
Jack Black wouldn't like grades anyway.
Yeah, so fuck off.
Step out.
I don't know who. Step
out.
Step out. Yeah, if I do what you say, I'll turn into a robot. I feel like I'm singing so much in this episode. I can't not.
Well, it makes sense.
I can't not. Okay, did we find a quiz? I didn't look it up, but I can look one up now.
I mean, I could try, but I'm telling you, my track record, it sucks. I'll try
BuzzFeed, baby.
but their quizzes, I mean, they're lacking quality control lately.
That is fucking true. That is really true. And when we look that up, we get linked to other fucking websites and shit.
I'm like, what?
No.
So I'm not seeing a BuzzFeed, which school of rock kid are you? But there is one from Theater Nerds.
Okay, let's try it out. Let's take a risky
poo.
poo. So get off your ass and do some math.
I think it's a respectable amount of questions, so let's get started. We'll do you first.
Okay.
What role are you most likely to have in a show? Director, costumer, band conductor, featured musician, ensemble, featured singer, stage manager, or understudy?
Probably featured singer.
Hell yeah. Love that energy.
Hell yeah.
In 10 minutes until... Oh, sorry. It's 10 minutes until places. What are you doing? Trying to find a lost prop, making sure there's enough glow tape, doing vocal warm-ups, homework and other things, trying to get over stage fright, doing some quick songwriting, warming up your instrument, making sure your costume looks good, applying last-minute stage makeup, or running over your lines one last time?
I probably wouldn't be doing vocal warm-ups, which is stupid. That's probably what I should do. But I'd probably be like writing or doing some other shit. So I'd say songwriting.
Doing some quick songwriting. I love that. Pick a dream role. Angelica from Hamilton. Lead roles, no thanks. Peggy from Hamilton. Evan Hansen from Dear Evan Hansen. Crutchy from Newsies. Alphaba from Wicked. How do you say that? Alphaba. Fairy Godmother from Cinderella. Sandy from Grease. Or Dewey Finn from School of Rock.
Dewey Finn.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that it's a musical on Broadway.
I would love to see it. I haven't seen it.
Okay, let's see it.
Pick a Broadway musical. Dear Evan Hansen, Grease, Frozen, Kinky Boots, Seussical, School of Rock, Waitress, Newsies, Once.
School of Rock for show.
Easy. We haven't even seen it and we know that shit.
Yep, exactly.
Pick a Hamilton character. Angelica, Peggy, Eliza, Alexander, Aaron Burr, Philip, Hercules Mulligan, Lafayette, George Washington.
My hands are tied. I have never seen Hamilton.
What name do you like?
There was one, it was a dude name. It was,
Hercules Mulligan?
Yeah, I like it.
Cool name. Yep. He's a cool dude.
Cool.
How would you describe yourself? Strong-willed, creative, underestimated, confused, introverted, invisible, musical, self-conscious, wallflower.
I would say creative.
Creative. There's a lot of choices for these.
I know.
Last question.
Okay.
Pick an instrument. Guitar, cello, violin, cymbals, triangle, piano, flute, drum, clarinet.
I played flute for 7 years, but drums was always my passion, so I'd say drums.
Yeah. That's sexism.
Exactly.
Here's its ugly head.
Exactly.
You got Billy, the stylist. You're pretty stylish. You want everything to look perfect. You're creative.
Cute.
You're fancy pants.
Love fancy pants. I feel honored. Okay,
Yes.
here we go. What role are you most likely to have in a show? Director, costumer, orchestra/band, orchestra/band conductor, featured musician, ensemble, featured singer, stage manager, or understudy/swing.
Man, I want to say stage manager or director.
I think you'd be great at stage manager.
Stage manager.
Well, either one, yeah. It's 10 minutes until places. What are you doing? Trying to find a lost prop, making sure there's enough glow tape, doing vocal warm-ups, homework/other things, trying to get over stage fright, doing some quick songwriting, warming up your instrument, making sure your costume looks good, applying last-minute stage makeup, or running over your lines one more time.
Running through my lines one more time.
Perf. Pick a dream role. Angelica Hamilton. Lead roles, no thanks. Peggy Maria from Hamilton, Evan Hansen from Dear Evan Hansen, Crutchy from Newsies, Alphaba from Wicked, Fairy Godmother from Cinderella, Sandy from Grease, or Dewey Finn from School of Rock.
I would do a Sandy from Grease.
Fuck yeah, you would do great at that,
Thank
honestly.
you.
Pick a Broadway musical. Dear Evan Hansen, Grease, Frozen, Kinky Boots, Seussical, School of Rock.
Say no more. School of Rock.
Although Seussical kind of rubs me the right way. I've never seen it either, but
I'm not a big musical person. So
I want to be, but I'm really not. Okay, pick a Hamilton character. Angelica, Peggy, Eliza, Alexander, Aaron Burr, Philip, Hercules Mulligan, Lafayette, or George Washington?
Lafayette.
Lafayette. Okay. How would you describe yourself? Strong-willed, creative, underestimated, confused, introverted, invisible, musical, self-conscious, or wallflower?
Can you read those all again? There's so many.
I know. Strong-willed, creative, underestimated, confused, introverted, invisible, musical, self-conscious, or wallflower?
None of these are really like a calling out to me.
No.
I'm going to do creative too.
Yeah. Concurred. And 7 to 7, pick an instrument. Guitar, cello.
Oh, I'm going to pick clarinet.
Yes, baby.
My band instrument. Underrated.
You got Sophie, the roadie.
I barely remember.
You're in the background more times than not, but you're still important. You set everything up to let other people rock. Without you, nothing would ever run smoothly. True.
Wow.
The view from the side is sometimes better than being inside.
That's right.
I disagree. Being inside is always better. No, I'm just kidding.
You're like being front stage is best.
I'm like, are they saying what I think they're saying?
They're on crack.
They're on crack, right, you guys?
So amazing. Thank you.
And of course. Thank you for finding it.
Wow, another great episode.
Another great episode. We're so excited. And thank you so much for being a part of our journey yet again. You guys know where to find us. If you haven't joined us on Instagram, you really should, because you're going to get all of our updates there, which is going to be Blockbuster Wives. And we already said our email address, but just in case you missed it, it's blockbusterwives@gmail.com. And if you have any questions or suggestions of movies that you want us to review,
theme song covers,
trivia, anything like that, you can always feel free to reach out to us there. And yeah, we're just so glad that you're on the journey with us. And also, shout out again to Cody. Wow.
Yeah, you were the MVP of this episode for sure.
Beyond, like, you are just the coolest. We love you. And you guys, again, check out Dr. Smoke, which is the band that Cody plays drums in, and also look up his collection of songs on Spotify called The Cook Collection.
And enjoy. My favorite's the Dodge Challenger song.
Me too.
What is it called?
It's called Love is Real Tonight. I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
Dang it.
But
I don't think he ever told me. I think he just sent me the audio.
Dodge
Cody,
Challenger, it's my favorite.
when you listen to this, tell us what that song is called, because we love that fucking song. And also the new one that he...
The new one's great.
What was the new one again?
Oh, God.
We know it. We know it.
My gun wants to dance.
Yeah.
So good.
My hand is lonely. They're just so... Like, you guys will become obsessed, because you can't not. His songs are just fucking great and relatable AF.
Very relatable.
But anyway, we love you so much. We can't wait to see you next week for Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
Which I think is a great back-to-school movie.
Amazing.
So anyway, we are just so excited. We love you guys so much. Thank you again. And we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.